everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we got some footage from my live stream earlier this afternoon. Shout outs to everybody that came by. We went over a method that basically is a way to get free training. I know you're skeptical, I know you think this is probably clickbait, but I promise you it's not. When it comes to Madden Ultimate Team, you either have to spend time or money, and with this method, it's going to take some time. You might have to spend a little bit. It's not going to be easy, but it is a way that I promise you, if you follow these instructions step by step, whatever number of coins you started with, if you do this and follow my instructions, you're going to finish with the same amount of coins, but the amount of training you have is going to go up. And it's a method we've used in the past, so enjoy the rest of the video. If you got any questions, leave it down below in the comment section, but I promise you, it'll work. Enjoy. I'm about to bless y'all with a method that I've honestly showed y'all before, if you pay attention. But I've been literally using this to get free training. Now, will it work? Will it work after this comes out? I don't know. But there's a lot of room for opportunity, even if a lot of people are doing this. But you can literally make this method to get free training. We're going to be debuting a new spreadsheet as well. All right. So the first very important thing to know is that we need to find a card that's cheap. All right. We really want to use the training point spreadsheet to try to determine that. Looking at the training point spreadsheet, 87s for about 39k is a really good value right now. So I'm gonna look for that. So I'm just gonna settle for this Gale Sayers at 40,100 coins. All right, 40,100 coins. I'm gonna write that number down. All right, so this works just like the MUT Superstars method that I showed you guys months ago. But we got a new spreadsheet to make it a little bit easier. I will provide you guys the link, will be down below in the description to this video, and I will give you the link to it here on Twitch in a minute. Now, there's a lot going on this spreadsheet, right? But our main objective here is to use training to open up the Harvest Gold packs. And with those Harvest Gold packs, we are going to re-roll them. So just remember this. Anytime we pull a 77 or a 78, we're going to sell it. And anytime we get a 79, we're going to quick sell it for training. So remember, we bought an 87 for 40,100 coins. I'm going to plug that into my spreadsheet. So I don't have all training values here. I just have usually the best values. And I was telling you guys, there's a lot of room for a lot of people to do this. So if prices get changed because of this whole method, there's still a lot of room. Basically, what this left column is saying is that I can buy an 87 for up to about 55k and still be okay. Now, do you want to spend that much on an 87? Not at all. You want to get as far away from that, below that number as you can. But this is really showing the room, the target section, okay? So once again, we got an 87 for 40,100 coins. So I'm going to plug it into here. This is the bought section. All right. I'll explain everything else in a moment, but the next thing that we need to make sure check out on, how much are gold harvest cards going for. So we don't want to filter too much. We're going to go literally gold and go to harvest. They're going for about 2.3k. So that's okay. 2.3k is good. I did the math, and these could go down to about 1.7 and we could still do it. It's not going to be as profitable, but we can still do it. So I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet here, and in this section where I show sell amount, I already have it at 2.3k. Now again, just to show you, if I change this to say 1,800, my target numbers change. It's still saying I can buy an 87 at 43. We just saw that we can easily buy an 87 for under 43k. We got one for 40,000. So even if this went down to 1.6, I'm just experimenting here. All right, 1.6 is too much, too low. 1.7, even if these golds went down to 1,700 coins, we still could find a little bit of profit. It's not going to be a lot, but it's enough. Ideally, we don't want that. We want these to stay around 2.3. So now we got our card that we bought for 40,100 coins. The number of 79s we need to make training is 19. My golden rule is I round up or down. So if it's above 0.50, I'm going to round up. If it's below 0.50, I'm going to round down. So to me, in my head, I need 19 79s. When you're rounding down, you're going to lose a little bit of coin, but when I say a little bit of coin, I'm talking no more than 1,000 coins. It's very, very minimal. If you don't want training and you just want coins, then you're going to target 26, and I would round up. You're going to target 27 right here, 79s. But I want free training. So I'm rounding down 19.37, and I'm targeting 79, I'm sorry, rewind. I'm targeting 1979s at this price. So obviously, I'm just throwing out hypotheticals here, but obviously the cheaper the card you get, the better. If I were to find an 87 overall for 35K, that's going to drop that number down. All right. If I somehow got a snipe and got it for 25K, it's going to make us more training because we're pulling less packs. This number is down to 12 now. I also like to look for like a big gap between here, these two numbers. So like this is only about a 7. I've had like the more expensive you get, I think with, let's see here, with 91s, they're about what, 145K. Say for example, we got a 91 at 145K. The gap between these two numbers is really good. So the higher overall card you buy, the bigger the gap you're going to find, the more profit. But you also have to wait for 70 of these cards to sell, which gets a little tedious. That's why I'm shooting for an 87, mostly for these video purposes. All right, so we're going to work with the one card that we bought. I can't remember if I quick sold it not or yet, so let me go back to console. I'm sure you guys are asking a ton of questions in the chat. My apologies, but I'm just not going to be able to read them right now. All right, so I'm going to go back to that card, and we're going to quick sell it for the training. And by the math that we did on that spreadsheet, we want to get 1979s. 1979s. This is where I always say get a notepad for this type of stuff. As you guys can see, I got my tally marks here. I can't say tally correctly. Don't mind all this scribble scrabble, but you see all these tally marks? This is from me doing this method numerous times. So I need 19 of these cards. I also need a pen. Write down the number 19. These are the things you have to do if you don't want to spend money. It's time or money. Time or money. So we're just going to keep rolling this pack. I wish I would have paid attention to how much training I had when I started this. I can look back on the video. Every time we pull a 79, we're going to quick sell it for training because this pack costs 70 training. This card quick sells for 77. So every time we pull a 79, we make 7 training. I know it's not a lot, but remember that gap that I showed you as well. That's where we make the other training from. So we got our first 77. We're going to make a tally there. We got 1. Open up another pack. Another 77. We make another tally. 17 more to go. Another 77. Another tally. Now, 79s tend to fly out of this pack a lot. It just is what it is. I don't know. I'm sure you're going to go into runs where you pull 5 straight 77s like I'm about to do. That doesn't mean EA nerfed the packs. It's just luck and odds. The same person in another state from you opened up 5 79s in a row. That's just how it is. This is the boring part about it. I will be honest. This is why I don't target higher overall cards, because you're finding yourself opening 70 of these packs and it just gets really tedious and boring. The other thing is though, if there's anybody out there that hasn't reached legendary tier and MUT rewards, this counts towards the pack count. So it'll clearly help you get to legendary MUT rewards. 78s we sell. 77s we sell. 79s are the only one that we quick sell. And the best thing about this, like, if you do this enough, if you grind this method enough, you could basically, I mean, it's going to take a while, right? And I don't know how the market's going to react once this Blitz promo happens, but you could damn near do the Night Train Lane and Michael Irving sets for free with this method. Again, it's going to take you a very long time, but I have in one day made, 10K training doing this. And you could use that 10K training to build out a 92 harvest card. Yeah, see, this is the sucky thing about it, is that you can only list 20 cards at a time. That's another reason why I stick with the lower overall cards. They literally take a full hour to sell too. So that's just something you got to be prepared for. All right, so there is our 19th 77 or 78. I looked back, and before I started this method, right, just now as I showed you guys in this video, I started with 23,923 training. I now have 24,544. So if I minus 24,544 from 23,923. I made 621 training, right? I know it's not a lot, but it's literally free because now I'm going to go through and the 1977s and 78s that I have in my binder, I'm going to sell these for all 2,300 coins. And after tax, after they sell, I'm going to make back the 40,000 coins I spent to get these. So I literally made the 600 and whatever training it was for free. Yes, it cost me a little time. Yes, it's going to take an hour for these cards to sell. But the better the snipe, the more training you're going to make. Now, if you guys want this spreadsheet, if you're watching this on YouTube, the link will be down below in the description. If you are here right now on Twitch, !harvest in the chat. So I'm listing all of my cards on the companion app because it's just way easier to do. You can, if you were unaware on the Madden 20 companion app, you can list cards in bunches, meaning like if you have 5 of the same card, you can list them all at the same time. So if you're selling 20 cards at a time, I highly recommend, if you're not using the companion app, to use the companion app because it's a huge time saver. So as you can see, all of these cards that I just had, I'm now selling. And I can show you guys, if you look, this is last night. So these are all cards that I sold last night doing the same method. So that's the method. Again, if you're here on Twitch, you're watching it right now, go to my YouTube channel, !YT in the chat. There is a link to my YouTube channel as well. There's a link to my Twitter as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it if you do. If you got any questions, leave it down below in the comments section. And we'll be back tomorrow with videos on the Blitz promo because it's coming. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.